Okay, why does the girl in the bottom right look like she's having a little bit too much fun per se? You know, like
What about you, Aqua? What's the worst thing that you've ever done to somebody? Cam up in the tiny chat, by the way, when you're in.
I once killed someone's dog.
You can't just drop the information like it's normal, bro. You think like if I say it fast, people aren't gonna think about it for real. Streamers who ruin their lives in seconds.
The streaming world is marking its place on becoming one of the most polarizing spaces in the entertainment industry. We all have our favorite streamers, and if we don't catch them live, well, surely they have a YouTube channel where they post their clips and let us see what they're up to.
Exactly. Everybody watching this video, eventually their favorite streamer is gonna be me when I stream, right, guys? Right? No? Okay, sorry.
Even though it seems like the easiest job in the world, I mean, who wouldn't want to react to some clips, play video games, grow a community, all while getting paid?
Nah, imagine reacting. Who would ever do that? Who would ever react?
Well, the success stories that we see are only the top percent. Some streamers just couldn't fake it till you make it, and ended up ruining their entire lives. Hitochi Yuki, aka Smash God X.
Hitochi Yuki. Is he Japanese? That sounds like a Japanese ass name.
XX. Real name Hitochi Yuki, had a career as a streamer and did what your regular streamer would do. You know.
Oh, he is Japanese. Look at him, right? Maybe he's half, like me.
Fire up the cameras, talk about random things, engage with his audience, and stay entertaining. Things were actually going well for him. His just chatting style and IRL vlogs garnered him about 11,000 subscribers on Twitch, where he would occasionally feature his girlfriend Jess.
11,000 subscribers is a lot of money, guys. That's about, if you are partnered on Twitch and you do get like a decent split, that means that man is making approximately, damn, like 30 bands a month off of just subs. Holy.
One day in March of 2021, Smash God and his girlfriend were live and they were just doing the usual. Chilling, he's vaping, and Jess is on her phone scrolling and typing.
Oh, this dude, I remember this dude. Oh, this is the dude who freaking beat up his wife or beats his girlfriend. He lays down the freaking hammer. Oh.
But then they start arguing and suddenly things take a very wild turn. See, he wanted to get Jess out of the room because he wanted to talk just to the chat for a moment.
Whack.
Just get out.
I remember seeing this clip and this dude's just weird, man. His energy, his aggressive behavior.
Please, leave my stream and me alone. Get out, please.
Why are you talking about me now?
No, I'm not. But I need to talk to chat without you here. This is serious. If I want to keep fierce, you gotta go out. Just please.
For your own safety, lady, you might want to get out before he crashes out.
Why are you acting like that? For real. Don't come at me like you know everything.
I
You
don't
know
know
shit.
anything.
Exactly, so keep your mouth shut.
He persuades her to leave, saying,
See that alone, bro. Break up with him, bro. Break up with him. He's a violent, angry thug who can't be controlled, bro. He doesn't know how to keep his temper. He doesn't know how to control his emotions. He doesn't know how to handle feminine energy, man. He doesn't.
He gets annoyed and presses on, even saying, bring me my beer. My beer is right there in the living room, actually. And pausing there for just a moment, that's a really gross thing, I feel like, to say during an argument. It almost has the vibe of like, women belong in the kitchen. Go get me my beer. Go get me my
Yeah, just go grab my beer. Just go get, just give me my beer. Like, as a matter of fact, he sounds like he's already drunk and he doesn't need any more beers, bro.
I'm not your fucking maid. Now, this is when things turn even nastier because Smash God then stands up.
Okay, she didn't need to hit him though. Me personally, bro, if I'm a girl and I feel like I'm in this situation where there's an aggressive ass dude, I'm not gonna hit him and make it worse. Because I feel like a dude like that, he's just itching for a reason, just grab you by the throat and like.
Camera away from both of them, and we can hear a loud slap in the background. The dude seemingly smacked his girlfriend live on stream. It happens within just a few seconds, but those seconds were enough to get him in big trouble, which he clearly didn't anticipate at the time. The stream cut off and his sister took the camera, but the duo returned after a while. They try to act like nothing happened, 99% sure she was being forced to say it was okay. However, the chat wasn't buying it. Jess attempted to downplay the situation, but people still got riled up. It got worse from there as he attempted shifting the blame to her. He can be heard saying, obviously, me and my girls here together, all good and shit. You caused this. It's kind of your fault. You can't say it's mine. I just try to chill.
Obviously, me and my girls over here together, all good and shit.
But this is too much. Like, stop making up the stories. It's just a...
This is just weird, bro. Weird situation all around. Like, POV, you're getting abused by your boyfriend. What is this content?
He tried to send a cease and desist letter to anyone who talked about the situation.
That's not how things work, buddy. Yes, it's live, buddy. It's not getting deleted from the internet. We see it. You're cooked.
After all that, he got banned from Twitch and tried appealing, but I believe he never got accepted back.
Good.
For most of his fans, which I'm gonna assume they're not fans anymore, looking up Smash God on Google or YouTube leads to that event and that event only. I couldn't find his social media links, though those are probably just taken down as well, but this is what he's gonna be known for the rest of his life. good riddance.
Right. Bad representation of Japanese people on content creation anyways, right? Because Japanese people are supposed to be like the kawaii, you know, anime, you know. Yeah, obviously not, but like that's what people think. And this dude is an abusive loser.
T-shirts. Well-known influencer World of T-shirts spends a lot of time live streaming and getting drunk. He's a tour guide and does so for the East Village and North Brooklyn areas.
The
He
heck?
does what most influencers do.
Hey, yo, why did we not call this out, bro? He put in the freaking gooseneck of a bottle down his throat. Like, in order to do that, you gotta like turn yourself. Brief admission, if you're enjoying today's video, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button. We're on the road to 70,000 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Entertain the masses on social media. He used to be pretty good at what he did and amassed quite a
Oh,
fan
coffee.
base.
Guess what day it is?
Coffee day.
Guess what day it is? National Coffee Day.
Let's go.
His TikTok sits at 2.5 million followers and has over 197 million likes.
Damn.
He also has an Instagram that has over 80,000 followers. People really seem to like this guy, as his comments used to be full of support. So
Right.
glad you're on vacation, Josh. You deserve one. Josh, where's your next adventure? We love that you take us with you. No need for us to go on vacation now, thanks. But while some think Josh is just living his best life,
What?
some people who have been his keen followers from back in the day insist that he's on a downward spiral. Sort of like his career and life are headed for the pits. How so? Well, using this TikTok by Noah Glenn Carter as an example, it seems there has been a massive shift in Josh's content, especially after his arrival in New York. While originally back in 2020,
Wait, is he not originally from New York? He's like a transplant, that's what they call him?
share clips of him reviewing coffee drinks and other likable stuff. Since he got to New York City, he has posted thousands of videos of him wandering around, and he's almost always drinking. And I'm not talking about coffee, like here, and here. Actually, fans
Oh,
know
so he's a raging alcoholic now. Joshua, hey man, stop the alcoholism, okay? It's gonna be okay, man. There, man. I'm stroking you. Well, not in that type of way, but
the change in beverage choices, and comments like, I really wonder how much Josh spends on alcohol a year. Why is he flexing his alcoholism? The guy knows he's done for, begin to appear in his videos. Also, allegedly, from this comment here, he used to live with his grandparents who wanted him to get treatment for alcoholism, but he refused, and that's why he's been rolling solo for a while now.
well, he's an alcoholic. I mean, you can only help somebody who wants to be helped.
Again, allegedly. Actually, not completely solo, because he's been featuring a guy named Michael Quinn in a lot of his videos, and fans believe that Quinn is a bad influence. You can see in this clip, for example, Josh is discussing almost proudly with Quinn how he vomited all over the place when they were both at the bar. Very quickly, likable Josh turned into unpredictable Josh.
Lump discusses vomiting all over bars under Michael Quinn's watch.
Beauty bar in the East Village.
I get a hunch that like this dude, Joshua, no offense, he might be like neurodivergent, right? And when you're neurodivergent, I feel like sometimes an addiction might hit you a little differently or might be a little hard to give up. I don't know, I could be spitting just straight hot BS right now. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's just like my hunch in a way.
I puked all over the place and ran out before the bartender came back. I was with Gwen when that happened. And I puked my
You're flexing the puke, man. That's not a flex. That's disgusting.
drink, and then I drank it. You saw that?
I didn't see that.
That's what happened.
Hey.
Thanks. God bless you. Can I give you a hug?
New York is a weird place, bro. I need to go to New York, man.
She just kissed me. She just fucking kissed me.
Brother, is that SA? Ain't that SA? It's like harassment, something? You can't just do that. What the heck?
She just kissed me. What the fuck?
All right, first time?
I'm gonna fucking report her.
Oh,
She just fucking kissed me.
yeah, you should report her
I'm
then.
gonna report her.
Do it.
She just kissed a stranger.
And that brings us to his issues, or rather, controversies. In a video, this one here, Josh was filmed stomping on a fish, which he later claimed was dead, and that he was set up.
No. Watch this kid. Somebody watch him. Anytime anybody does something like this to an animal, I don't care if it's a dead fish. I don't care if it's a freaking horseshoe crab. I don't care if it's a horse. I don't care if it's a dog, a cat. Anybody who's hurting animals, hunting them, shooting them, and having genuine enjoyment and smiles on their face, watch them at all times. Because next thing you know, it might be you who's dead. It might be a school who's shot up.
Was not supposed to film him doing it. Some people, of course, took offense to this despite his explanations. In that clip also, you can see that he's holding alcohol.
What the
and this relationship he has with alcohol seems to be a source of other mishaps.
Yeah.
For instance, how he has been accused of saying racial slurs. Anyway, based on the information going around, we might be witnessing a man losing his career and or life in a
Is he
rather
alright
terrible
now?
way. From what I've seen,
Because this was a little while ago. I don't know. Is he good?
many people have reached out to help, but to no avail. I hope this man gets the help he needs because he's obviously going through something, and drinking seems to be his coping mechanism.
Right.
Josh, if you're seeing this, please get help. You seem to have a community that really cares about you. Joe Ortega, aka Joe Daddy _505.
Joe Daddy. I like the sound of that.
Next up is a guy who, just like Smash God, left his camera on, revealing his ugly side. Known to his fans as Joe Daddy 505, this guy did one of the dumbest things on camera, and it cost him his entire career. This happened back in 2016 when Joe was heard assaulting his girlfriend live on stream. In the extensive clip that goes on for about 5 minutes, we can
what is with people and beating their girlfriends, bro?
the girlfriend screaming and crying, and there's a commotion that sounds like a physical altercation. I'm not gonna share the clip here due to its sensitive nature. It turns out, as reported by the Daily Mail, that Joe had both physically and sexually assaulted the woman. As more details were revealed,
Joe Daddy, freaking sick man. This is a streamer, and this all happened on live stream. A man S8 and beat a girl live on stream.
it became clear that he had been playing NBA 2K16 on his PlayStation 4.
And he's a 2K
and
player?
after the stream ended, he forgot to turn off his audio, hence capturing the incident. It's unclear, however, what the argument was about, but I don't think that matters.
No, it doesn't matter, bro. He put his hands on a woman. There's never anything you should ever do to be freaking putting your hands on anybody like that,
For the
bro.
most part, it sounds like the woman is trying to defend herself, even saying, "Get off of me," as Joe keeps shouting profanities at her. She can also be heard saying that she was going to call the police, and Joe's response is some vulgarity I'm not going to include in this video. At some point, the woman
Nah, include the vulgarity, bro. I want to hear all of that. I want to hear the details, bro. And plus, if she roasted him to a crisp, hey, that's valid. I want to hear it.
At some point, the woman seems to shout, "You're raping me," and at no point does the argument calm down. He was really bent on attacking her the whole time, and I can't even count how
So he didn't even just beat her on stream, bro. He also graped at the same time. Brother, what are you doing, bro? Send this man to the eternal depths of hell now, bro.
times he used the word whore. I actually went through the transcribed version of the conversation on Reddit, and interestingly, at one point he says, "What'd you say to your doctor, bruh?" Which I have no context
What?
for. But then at some other point, he accuses her of having sex with a lot of people. Soon after, the internet found out, and what can I say? No one was a fan of this dude. Now, you would think that Joe was arrested, right? Well, wrong. The police, Valencia County deputies, said that they wouldn't take action because an audio recording isn't enough evidence.
What do the police even exist for? Why do the freaking officers, why are you even alive, man? What do you do? What do you do besides eat fucking donuts and sit in the car all day? Genuinely, there's audio footage. What do you mean? What other evidence do you need? Some type of like DNA sample of like nut or something? Like, what do you need, bro? She could prove it through probably audio. She could probably prove it through bruising. That's not enough.
Has to be a victim who comes forward. And so after the incident, Joe went online and made this post trying to blame his actions on alcohol and his father recently passing away.
No.
However, no one would hear any of it.
Oh yeah, man, sorry. Abuse and domestic violence and unconsensual acts is because, oh yeah, I was just drunk, guys, right? That's an excuse, right, guys, right? No, that's not how it works. What do you mean you were drunk? No, you're banned, buddy.
He got banned from Twitch, and I think realizing he was done for, he deleted his social media accounts.
Good.
Twitch, when asked about Joe's case by Engadget, said they do not comment on policy violations. They also clarified that if they suspect that a user on the platform is in imminent physical harm or harm to others, they would share such details with law enforcement, but only enough information to allow officers to ascertain the threats. Anyway, this was the last that Joe's fans ever heard of him, and it seemed his career and life were ruined due to this event.
So is Joe Daddy behind bars now? I hope so.
Aqua, picture this. You're sitting at your desk, watching a random Twitch stream where a host and 3 guests are discussing their lives and random experiences. The host asks, "What's the worst thing you've ever done in your life?" A seemingly harmless question, but one of the girls on the stream says that she killed a dog on
Whoa. You killed a dog, huh? I was gonna say, worst thing I did, probably steal and get detained for stealing. What about you guys? What's the worst thing you ever did? What's the deepest, darkest secret that you're thinking of, but you're not saying? You know you did it, and nobody else knows. Just you. It's just us here right now. We're intimate. Cue the romantic music. Anyways, back to the lady who killed her dog.
But one of the girls on the stream says that she killed a dog on purpose. Let's talk about it. Now, on Raji Patel's stream over 5 years ago, when he hosted Simone Scott, popularly known as Aqua.
What is this lineup right here? Okay, why does the girl in the bottom right look like she's having a little bit too much fun per se? You know, like are you gooning?
Or Aqualadora, and 2 other gamer girls, Jenna and FT Bella. This caused a lot of commotion. In the stream, Aqua's response to the question was that when she used to work as a veterinary technician, she basically knowingly killed a person's dog.
What the? As a vet.
I once killed a person's dog on purpose. Raji and the other guests are stunned by the answer, and he seeks to clarify what she just said by asking, "On purpose?" She casually says, "Yeah, but no one knows cause, you know, professional." He pushes her to say it was an accident, but the words were already out.
You said
and
it,
they would
yeah.
cause a massive stir in the gaming community. And I mean, just any community.
This is lovely gaming stream setup, and you guys are admitting to killing dogs. First of all, if you did that, why would you ever admit that to anyone, let alone on stream? Are you dumb?
What about you, Aqua? What's the worst thing that you've ever done to somebody? Cam up in the tiny chat, by the way, when you're in.
Yeah.
What's
Well, I used to work as a veterinary technician, so I once killed someone's dog on purpose, and I
glow on purpose?
yeah, but no one knew because
Oh my
professional. But
She just dropped that like that was the most casual, like, oh, she had her feet up and stuff, just like, so back in the day, when I was a veterinary technician, I just murdered somebody's dog on purpose. You can't just drop the information like it's normal, bro. She think like if I say it fast, people aren't gonna think about it for real. If I say it quickly and casually,
Oh no!
I
Oh
mean-
my god, that's really bad. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that.
No.
Just say it was an accident. That is.
it was an accident.
Oh my god, Scochin, thank you for the $4.20 donation.
Her justification, well, she says that the owner was a really bad person. I think it's just weird how like she thinks she's so quirky saying it. She was so calm and like, yeah, that's
right.
That's so cool. No, bro, what the fuck was that? Are you going just going, what the fuck? And apparently there was a second clip where she added more details. Polygon reports that she said the dog was pretty shitty too. Anyway, the first video was shared on Twitter by Dion Anderson, a popular game dev and show host, and it elicited lots of reactions.
Right.
He got comments like, I mean, girl, you gotta be a whole other kind of evil to just nonchalantly go on about some shit like this. Hope there's some sort of legal investigation.
I mean, everybody else involved, bro, I'm looking at them a little strange too, because I get that as your friend and stuff, but like, or somebody you're talking to, whatever. But to be like, oh, haha, say it was an accident, huh? And not just be like, huh? Like, you're low-key going out of your way to defend them instantly. Kind of a bad look.
Punishment on this unruly wench. The story also got to Reddit, and the comments were even harsher. Reggie also shared his thoughts on the encounter on Twitter, saying that he did not condone animal abuse and would not invite her to his platform again. In the tweet, he explained, I'm really upset about it and can't believe anybody would have the capacity to do something like that. Also, I think just to be sure he was on the right side of controversy, he said he would donate the $600 raised from the live stream to a nonprofit animal welfare organization.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I feel like that's just more of a, oh, damn, I see the backlash, and I gotta, like, backtrack a little bit, because, like, guys, it wasn't me, blah, blah, blah. But in the moment you were talking to her like normal, like it was your homie, bro.
Called best friends. Aqua, on the other hand, said she was just trolling and thought the community would understand. So funny, dude. You got us. You really got us, man.
Yeah.
She pulled the classic "I killed a dog" joke that we.
Yo, does my boy Tub have a freaking Spirited Away tattoo on his arm? That's low-key Tub. I've never seen that in my life.
all know and love, man. I love that joke, which I personally think she made up the fact that it was a joke.
Right.
But anyway, fuck this person. Let's head on to the next one.
Okay.
Stanislav Reshetnyak, aka Trash Vlogger Reflay.
Holy name, man. I mean, that's kind of tough, but where is he from? Russia?
Back in 2020, a Russian vlogger did a really dumb thing on a live stream.
Every time I see this man's face, it just pisses me off, man. I know exactly who Russian Mr. Slatantov, whatever his name is, Bishblav is, okay? I know who he is. He's a dude who put his girlfriend out to freaking freeze to death and then dragged her body back on stream.
Would soon after get 6 years in jail for it. Popularly known as Trash Vlogger Reflay, real name Stanislav Reshetnikov, this 30-year-old thought it was wise to inflict abuse on his girlfriend live on stream for the entertainment of his viewers.
Every time I see this, it makes me sad, bro. This is the definition of just doing too much, trying to be entertaining and stuff for stream. Yo, chat, should I kill my girlfriend type of
The
thing?
setup was that his viewers were donating to him to inflict verbal and physical violence on her, and I guess that the more money that came in, the more she suffered.
Somebody needs to make like an anime or like a manga of this type of situation. Like how dystopian it is for people on stream nowadays to accept donations, just inflict pain on people, bro. You know what? I think that we've regressed because I feel like back in historical times, they used to do this like maybe during slavery or something where they would take a slave or something and it's like, oh, here's $5, do this to them, do that to them. And now we're just doing it through entertainment form on Twitch.
Quote me on that though, but this really does sound like a red room. Reports say that he called her names like smelly and prostitute. Now, apparently at one point he locked her outside with barely any clothes on in sub-zero temperatures.
Yup.
She only had underwear on. Now, unfortunately, when Reshetnikov was gonna let her back into the house, she was already dead. Carrying her inside and while streaming, he says, "My bunny, what's up with you?" Before saying, "Guys, no pulse, she's pale. She is not breathing." Most people actually assume she died from freezing to death, but the investigations revealed an interesting turn.
Yeah.
Apparently, Reshetnikov had hit her earlier that day, which he admitted to, and he hit her really hard on the head, which was actually the cause.
She didn't even freaking die from the frostbite, even though you did that frostbite BS. She died because you beat her, and she died because of the internal bleeding or the damage she sustained from your punches and stuff. If reincarnation existed, I hope he died. I hope he goes to jail for the rest of his life, dies, rots in prison, gets reincarnated as like a cockroach for somebody to step on outside, bro. I don't know. Like, it's that bad what he did.
Of death, but I'm sure being locked outside in the cold didn't do her any better. I don't know how sick the viewers were on the live stream because even though it was evident that she had died, no one cared to call emergency services. We've seen a lot of cases with Twitch being relevant where the chat does call 911 or something along the lines. Like, they get the info out. But
Yeah.
I have no idea what type of community this guy was growing for all of them to just, you know, keep it on the down low.
Bro, it's probably like one of those communities where he's been doing that, bro. Kind of reminds me a bit of the David situation, because if y'all know the David situation, the artist, right? He has the girl, 12-year-old girl he was with, whatever, boom, car situation. There was clips of them on stream, and there was like a little, 100 people in the chat or something, and nobody ever exposed the fact that he was on stream with a 12-year-old, even though he was like, yo, keep this on hush mode. Maybe some people on Twitch are just weird.
And not snitch. Anyway, medics pronounced her dead, and later an autopsy showed that she had craniocerebral trauma and multiple bruising on the face and hemorrhage of soft tissues. For his actions, he got arrested and was charged with intentional infliction of grievous bodily harm, dangerous to human life, committed with the use of an object used as a weapon, resulting in the death of a victim by negligence.
Damn.
An interesting bit of information that I found on this case is that during the trial period, his mother was quoted saying that he wouldn't hurt a kitten and was very kind.
Shut up, lady, shut up.
He seemed really kind. As the sentencing was in 2021, it could be that this dude remains in jail for quite some time. But just how long, you may ask? This cunt was only given 6 years. Yup, he'll be a free man in 2027.
And by now, that's what, a year and a half, maybe? A year and a couple months? Free man for murder, beating a girl live on stream. He better not spark up that Twitch stream again, bro. But damn, that's gonna do it for streamers who ruin their careers in seconds. Again, in conclusion, as we usually do with these streamer type of videos, don't beat your partner on stream. Don't be a freaking weirdo and kill dogs. Don't stomp on dead fishes. Don't be alcoholic. Just don't do things that are pretty obvious not to do. I feel like these are obvious things, but some people, they get power, they get money, and then their ego changes them into a maniac and turns them into like some type of demon who forgets all moral sense. I don't know, man. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord link in the description. Make sure you follow the Instagram in the description, sub to this channel, sub to the main channel in the description as well. With that being said, have a great rest of your day. Ace love you all. I love you, and I'm out.